I'm here at Stark Mountain for the very last time, since this is where you catch Groudon. Now when you encounter it, it's going to be at level 70, and it'll know the moves Fire Blast, Solar Beam, Earthquake, and Eruption. Now I don't know if you noticed, but I have Rayquaza with me, and off screen I taught Dragon Claw. But I don't have Gastrodon with me. Why? It's because I don't want to get hammered by one-turn Solar Beams left and right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'll just weaken Groudon with Rayquaza and try and catch it without putting it to sleep. I mean, Groudon can't really do much to Rayquaza. I'm immune to Earthquake, and I resist the other 3 moves, so I should be fine. Originally, I was going to go with Golduck since its ability negates weather effects just like Rayquaza's ability, and it can also put Groudon to sleep with Hypnosis. But the problem is, now Solar Beam, I can easily use Protect to block that. The problem is, Golduck doesn't have any stats over 100, and Earthquake will definitely do a number on Golduck, so Rayquaza it is. Of course, there's a threat of getting burned by Fire Blast. Well, if that does happen, then it shouldn't be a huge problem. But if it does become a problem, then I'll just use a full restore to not only get rid of the burn, but to also restore Rayquaza's HP back to full. And while we're on the subject of ground types, looks like we got another Terry Battle event in Scarlet and Violet. This time it features a 7-star Garchomp. So that event started on May 23rd, and it'll end on May 25th. And then it'll come back on May 30th, and end on June 1st. So, its ability is Rough Skin, its Terra type is Ground, its nature is Jolly, and knows the moves Earthquake, Poison Jab, Liquidation, and Fire Fang. And its additional moves, Breaking Swipe, and Sword Stance. So what did I do against that thing? Oh man, that thing gave me quite a bit of trouble. So I used my Earthworm against that thing. Oh yes, one thing you should know is, as soon as the battle begins, Garchomp goes for Breaking Swipe. So think of that as sort of like Intimidate. So yeah, for my Earthworm, its Terra type was Fighting, its held item was the Shell Bell, and I gave it the moves Iron Defense, Body Press, Mud Slap, and Protect. So first off, I used Mud Slap a few times so that way I could not only charge up my Terra Orb, but to also have Garchomp miss a few times. And from there, I just used Iron Defense so that way Body Press will do more damage. Of course, there's also a threat of Fire Fang, but yeah, Fire Fang didn't really do a whole lot of damage. Sure did burn me a few times, but I just used that heal up option to get rid of the burn. And of course, thanks to my ability Earth Eater, I didn't have to worry about Earthquake. Of course, Garchomp did go for Sword Stance a few times, which was kind of threatening. But thanks to the Mud Slap, I didn't have to feel the full wrath of its moves. Of course, when Garchomp did that thing where it gets rid of your ability, I used Protect so that way Earthquake won't hit Earthworm. Of course, I had to do this a few times because I guess I did something wrong. Either it's because I was focusing on lowering Garchomp's accuracy quite a few times, or maybe it's because I got really unlucky with critical hits. It was usually the latter. But in the end, I managed to capture that Garchomp. Of course, as for other Pokemon I could have used, maybe Serperior or maybe Dondozo, but I don't know if those two will do the trick. Okay, 8 more hits from me, and I might actually kill Groudon. So, I think it's time to throw some Dust Balls. So, as for the other 2 Pokemon I mentioned, I did try and test them out, but yeah, I guess I didn't do it correctly. First Serperior, I used Reflect, Leap Storm, Giga Drain, and Coil. So I use Reflect so that way I can cushion the blow, so to speak, as I'm going to heal up Rayquaza, so that way it doesn't die. And then I used Leaf Storm a few times so that way I could raise my special attack stat thanks to Contrary, and also use Giga Drain so that way I can get some HP back. But when I use Sword Stance, yeah, not even Reflect can save me. So yeah, it looks like Serperior is out of the question. Well, actually, maybe people could rock Serperior better than I can. Maybe it's because I did something wrong. As for Dondozo, well, I gave it moves like Chilling Water, Curse, Protect, and what was that last one? Oh, Terra Blast. So I used Curse a few times so that way I could raise my attack stats, so that way Terra Blast will do quite a bit of damage. Wow, Groudon is really putting up a fight. Well, I'd rather take this than the possibility of Golduck dying quite a few times thanks to the fact that it can't take an Earthquake from Groudon very well. Alright, there we go, we got Groudon. Okay, and with that, that was the last legendary that I'm going to capture right now. The last one I'm going to catch is Arceus, but that won't be for quite some time. So yeah, thanks to Dondozo having Unaware, I didn't have to worry about Source Dance. Although, when it did that thing where it gets rid of your ability, I had to use Protect so that way I won't feel the full wrath of its attacks. But unfortunately, that didn't seem to work either. Oh crap, I forgot to switch to something else. My bad. Also, I'm going the wrong way as well. Okay, I'm just going to put Dialga in the leads. Yeah, I haven't been here in a while, so yeah, I guess I kind of messed up on where I was going. So yeah, I guess maybe people can rock with Dondozo better than I can, or maybe it's because I'm doing something wrong. I mean, for the most part, I just want to use Curse a few times so that way I could raise my attack stat, and so that way Terra Blast will do quite a bit of damage. Chilling Water, I only did that so that way I could lower Garchomp's attack stat, so that way maybe it won't hit so hard. But for the most part, I guess Orthworm was the way to go. Next to Earth Eater, and also, well, yeah, Fire Fang was a huge threat, but keep in mind, it's pretty inaccurate. I think it has a 5% chance of missing, and if you have enough Iron Defense boost, then Fire Fang really shouldn't do that much damage. Liquidation, well, that could possibly lower your defense, so that could be trouble. Of course, thanks to Iron Defense, I didn't have to worry about that all too much. Yeah, I did go all the way up to +6, so that way Body Press would do the maximum amount of damage, and from there, I eventually managed to capture that Garchomp. Of course, I'm not really sure what other Pokemon I could have used against that Garchomp. Well, there's Superior and Dondozo, but yeah, as I said, people could rock with those two better than I can. Alright, and with that, I'm going to do some major preparations. See you in a second. Ladies and gentlemen, two things. One, I never have to go back to Stark Mountain ever again. Yeah, I never got a chance to say that because I was too busy talking. And two, it's time for the endgame boss run, which leads me to show you the preparations I made. My team is almost at level 100 thanks to those 31 rare candies I had in my bag. And also they're holding various items that will benefit them. But for Shaman here, I gave it the leftovers so that way it can get some HP back during battle. Originally I was going to give it the expert belt, but I feel so that the leftovers is the better held item. And besides, the leftovers is one of my favorite held items out there. Alright, and with that, let's enter the battleground. And as you can see, Palkia is in the lead, and that's because I'm going to fight Barry first. Why? Well, since he was the very first person I fought in this game, I think it's only fitting that I fight him first out of all these other guys. So Palkia is in the lead because, as you know by now, Barry leads with Staraptor, which has not so great special defense. So one Thunderbolt or one Ice Beam will take it down in one hit. Of course, it makes no difference which move I use because both moves are super effective on Staraptor anyway. Well, okay, I guess I'll go with Thunderbolt because why not? Yeah, I remember using Staraptor all those years ago. But back then, I had no idea that special defense was crap. But as of right now, there are other flying types out there that are better than Staraptor. And down it goes. Yeah, so no chance. One down, 5 to go. Who's next? Azumarill? For this one, I'm going to go with Shaman because I know for a fact that Azumarill knows Play Rough and also its ability is Huge Power. And if Thunderbolt doesn't one-shot it, then Play Rough will definitely do a number on Palkia. But then again, going with Shaman is kind of risky too because I don't know if Azumarill knows Ice Punch, and if it does, then yeah, that's definitely going to do a number on Shaman. Okay, hopefully Sea Flare one-shots it. If not, then Shaman's going to take some major damage. If Azumarill knows Ice Punch, that is. Okay, good. Goes down one hit. Alright, who's next? Infernape? I'll go back to Palkia for this one because why not? Let me guess. It's going to go with Fake Out, isn't it? Because previously I did say that 99% of the time, Infernape does go with Fake Out on the first turn. Oh wow, nice animation there. Oh yep, there it is. Yeah, I guess that's one way to get in some free damage. Alright, one Surf and Infernape will go down one hit because its defenses aren't all that good. Of course, I am curious to know as to what other moves this Infernape knows besides Fake Out, but I guess I won't find that out. Well, actually, I can go look it up if I really want to. Alright, that's half of Barry's team down already. Alright, who's next? Heracross? Well, I have a super effective Air Slash with its name on it, so I'll go back to Shaman. Although, I'm not really sure if Heracross is holding the Cobra Berry. If so, then it might actually survive Air Slash. Oh, okay, looks like it's not holding the Cobra Berry. Which makes me wonder why, because I think that was the best item for it to have. Oh well. Oh, what? The Focus Sash? Well, okay, I guess that's one way to survive a super effective hit. Okay, good, I flinched it. Because, I'm not really sure what moves this Heracross knows. I want to say it knows Stone Edge, but I'm not really sure if it does have Stone Edge. Full Restore, well, that's to be expected because this is the final battle, so yeah, it's the only thing that Barry goes with the Full Restore. Okay, now that the Focus Sash is gone, Air Slash is going to one-shot Heracross. Good thing, too, because, yeah, if this thing did have Stone Edge, then, yeah, that would definitely do a number on Shaman. Alright, who's next? Breloom? Well, I assume this thing also knows Stone Edge, so yeah, hopefully Air Slash one-shots it. Okay, well, I don't know what hell item Breloom is holding, but whatever it is, it's not going to help out Breloom at all. Especially not the Cobra Berry. Alright, and with that, we should be down to Barry-sized Pokemon, which is Snorlax. Okay, let's see if I can harshly lower its special defense a few times, so that way it's a bit easier to take down. Although, it's only an 80% chance thanks to Serene Grace, so, yeah, maybe it could happen, maybe it might not happen. Alright, we got one special defense drop, so what's it going to do? Curse? Okay, that could be problematic if it goes for that a few times because, well, that attack boost, yeah, that will definitely do a number on Shaman, and I could possibly die to whatever moves the Snorlax has. I want to say it has Body Slam, but I'm not really sure if it does have Body Slam. Okay, Seafire going to take it down from that amount of HP, thanks to the special defense drop. I doubt it because Snorlax has pretty good special defense. Oh wow, it actually went down. Well, okay then, thanks to Seaflare, I won't have to take any moves from Snorlax. Well, I guess that special defense drop really helped out, because if not for that, then, yeah, I'm pretty sure Snorlax would have gone for Curse again, or maybe something else entirely, I don't know. Oh yeah, I believe his line of text is different here than it was in the original Platinum. Thanks to Master, I got myself into the battleground. Yes, we established that already. There's no end to tough battles to train us up. Yeah. And the best part about being in the battleground is that I don't have to leave here and go to a Pokemon Center to heal, because I can just heal up right here. The battles here are intense. Got that right. Okay, looking at the amount of time I have, I don't think I have any more time to fight trainers, so I'm going to stop here for today. So next time, I'm going to fight John and whoever else I feel like fighting. See you next time.